welcome to this video. We've been asked a lot of questions and we would love to answer them for you. So if you weren't aware, we just moved our family, which is ourselves and our 6 children, into our caravan to live full-time, and we showed the process of a little bit of packing up our house and everything. And so we haven't really shared much about sort of like, you know, why and how we're doing this. So we thought we would just sit down with you for a little while and go through some of your questions. I've got a little list of things that we've been asked, and just, you know, let you in on what we're doing exactly and why we're doing this. We'll just start with a few smaller type questions. Someone asked, how will we do our washing? Will we go to laundromats? So we have a portable washing machine that we don't own yet. It's coming in the mail, and it holds, I think, 4.5 kilos. 4.5 kilos of washing, and we should be able to plug it into this big battery that we have to power it. And yeah, so you just tip water into the top of it to do washing. Obviously, like, we have a lot of washing. We have 6 kids, so I'm not quite sure how it's going to work yet with our portable washing machine. I think that I will wash with it as much as I can, and we also have a little fold out clothesline too. And you know, if we start getting washing just building up, we will go to a laundromat. Someone has asked how long we are going to do this for.
Well, we're not starting till next year, so January. We're going to go away for one long summer holiday, see how that goes with getting like an evaporative fan and circulating the air around when it's really hot, because we're going sort of west from where we are, and we need to see how that goes. And then the plan is to go away for a year, the whole year next year, doing ministry in nursing homes and churches and homeschooling the kids. So that's how long initially we're thinking of doing this for, is just 1 year, to get the travel out of our system. We figured out we're not going to see much of the country, only like the coast of South Australia, and then we're going to go up to Northern Territory and then back down again. So we're not actually going to see that much of the country. So we want to see more. So we think if the year goes well, then we'll just go another year.
Yeah, we're sort of just playing it by ear, and just the way that the Lord's leading us to go. So we were going to hang around in our town, and the kids go to school, and then we were going to like take 3 months off and then go traveling and then come back. We're about to go into term 4. Next week is term 4 of school, and our children were going to just keep going to their school till the end of this year. And we're just going to sort of camp around the town where we live so they can go to school, and we're just going to see how that goes. Yeah, we're sort of just not quite sure with a lot of things just yet, and when we know, we'll be sure to let you know as well. So someone asked, how many days of food can we store in our caravan and in the fridge? For us, as a family of 8, we can store about 3 days of fresh food in our fridge, and then and in the cupboards we could probably store about a week's worth of food, maybe even a little bit more. So we have to go shopping about every 3rd day just to stock up on food. Sometimes if we want to buy things like meat that we need to store in the fridge, we'll probably have to buy that daily. We don't really have any freezer space. There's a little freezer, and it's like this big. The opening is this big, and it's like a rectangle that's like this long. So
you can fit frozen peas in it and packets of stuff.
Yeah, you can fit like 1 bag of peas, and I stuff it in there, and that's about it. So we'll have to not be too far away from supermarkets wherever we go, because we can only store at this stage, yeah, maybe I'll say about 3 days worth of food, fresh food. So someone said, how will we shower? That's interesting. We haven't had a shower yet since we've moved into our caravan. That sounds funny. We've had lots of showers, but
Not on the road.
No, not like a camping shower. We've actually been at my parents' house, and we're still here because we're stuck here at the moment because our car is being fixed. But so we've been showering here. But we are getting a portable.
It's a rechargeable pump that you can put a bucket of water, put the pump in. You get a shower tent, you just hang the shower head on the top of the tent, you have a shower with that bucket of water, and then you can just fill that bucket up again, and it's adjustable temperature, it's instant hot water with a gas bottle, those little screw-on ones you get from department stores, and planning on getting one of those with a shower tent, and that's going to be our showering. So we also need more water storage in the boot, because we have about 35 litres already, but we need just more thinner 20-litre tanks to then fill up a shower. You can even use creek water or whatever because it has a filter, but we're probably not going to do that.
I'm not going to shower in creek
So we're going to get, just every time I go into town to do something, we'll pick up water on the way. So that's for the washing machine and for the shower.
Yeah.
We'll just be collecting water a lot.
We probably have to get water like sometimes daily, sometimes every like second day. Whenever we're in a town before we leave, we're like, okay, where can we get water? And we have to get lots of water. So with this shower, it's outdoors and in a little tent. So obviously the weather has to be nice for us to use it. In the meantime, there are some campsites we will go to that have shower facilities. Probably, you know, if the weather's really cold or windy and we can't use our portable shower, we will probably just make sure that we stay somewhere at least once a week that has shower facilities. And we also have these tubs that the little ones can have a bath in anytime they like, just in the van where it's warm on the floor.
And we can fill that up with the shower as a hot bath.
Yeah,
we could bath.
We can boil the kettle and put hot water in, so they can have a nice warm bath in the tubs. There's ways to keep clean. You can always do the old, you know, splash sponge bath kind of thing.
Bar of soap and paper towel.
While you're waiting to get to a shower, there are ways. Yeah, someone said, what about school? And like they were really concerned about when our kids need to go to college and preparing for that. Our children are still pretty young, and so we don't feel like we need to be planning for university at this stage. Our eldest boy is only 10, and so, our youngest is 6 months old. So I don't think planning for university is something that we are concerned about at the moment. And by the time they are in like upper high school, like year 11 and 12, where you're like trying to get your SACE certificate and preparing for uni, I would say that they will be going to school by that stage. I would think at least some form of school, probably likely the Christian school that they're going to now, they will probably be to do year 11 and 12 there so that they can get their SACE and go to uni or whatever it is they want to do.
And this is why we're doing this now while they're still young. So if we did this when they're too old, they won't like it, and they won't be needing to do exams and stuff and lectures, you know, on campus somewhere.
Yeah.
So we're doing this while they're all just young. We can teach them stuff on the road, do these experiences they'll remember while they're little, so that we aren't doing it too late. Because there's only one chance to do this, so we're going to do it now.
Yeah, you know, in like several years' time, we might have a few kids in upper high school, so, you know, now is a great time for us to do this as a family. So just talk about our main goal to doing this, and I'll let Luke talk about this. Yeah, we are having a travelling ministry, and yeah, Luke could share about that.
So yes, we are musicians, and we're worship leaders, and I do graphic design, and we've wanted to minister on the road for years. What we've wanted to do for years is help out little churches in little towns in Australia, because there's tons of little towns in Australia that have no musicians. They have no band. They might have one person on a piano or one person or the pastor doing acoustic guitar. We want to help those churches that have never had like a music ministry visit, or just someone to come along and help them build up a band or recruit people. We've wanted to help out with music and worship and preaching as well, because I do some preaching in our church and I have done so in the past. And Peter and I have both been to Bible college and completed diplomas, and we've wanted to use that to minister to people. And we also want to do it in nursing homes because I've worked in aged care for nearly a decade and have just found that the older people love kids, they love families, and they're only young once, and we want to show older people that we can listen to their stories, have afternoon tea with them, sing hymns that they used to sing in their own churches, and just listen to their stories at an afternoon tea. And that's pretty much the simple goal we've got, is to just build up and encourage churches, to encourage older people and to let them see a young family, and to have them sing hymns to Jesus that are written about him in where they're at, because obviously some of them can't even leave their beds, and so we want to come to them. So that's what we've been praying about for a long time.
Yeah, so we haven't just decided this on a whim. This has been something that's been building for like a really long time. Years and years we've been talking about traveling and visiting nursing homes and small country churches. We were almost about to do it last year, no, the year before, and then I became pregnant with baby Cedar, so we're like, no, we can't do this while I'm pregnant and about to have a baby. So now that he's a little bit older, he's 7 months old today, he's just a cute baby and he mostly sleeps all night.
Pretty much.
We just feel like, yeah, like it's the right time to do this.
And our church is supporting us too, by the way. So they've done a letter of recommendation and they've sent us out and they're praying for us, and they are up for it as well. So we're kind of doing it as an outreach from our own church, not just lone rangers disappearing. We're doing it with their backing and their prayer and support, and yeah, using their facilities before we leave. So yeah, we have had their backing, which has been good.
Yeah, it's great having the support of our church while we do this, and we will travel around, and then when we come back we will go back to our church and yeah, just minister there and catch up with people, you know, reconnecting with friends, so we're not like nomads traveling around not seeing our friends. We will come back and see our friends and family and then go again. And yeah, so we've had some people really concerned about the children and saying, what about the kids? It's going to really unsettle them. They only just started in this new school this year. You know, if people have been following us for a while, you know, you've done homeschool, then homeschool, and you're unsettling your kids. And I mean, that's fair to say from the outside looking in. It sort of appears that way, but really we're all together as a family, and no matter what we do, whether it's traveling, whether it's living in a rental house and taking our children to school, whether it's being at home doing homeschooling, we've always been together as a family, and I believe that that alone is a solid structure and foundation for our children. We've always taken them to church. We've always done the same routine with them daily. We do the same routine with them daily, whether we're in a caravan, whether we're in a house. And I think that we've always had the same belief in God and taught them about the Bible. So they've had these solid foundations, giving them structure their whole lives, even though we have moved a lot, and even though they have been to a few different schools. We've always been together as a family. We've always, just the order that we do things during the day, it
stays the same.
Stays the same.
Like the bedtime routine's the same.
Yes.
The morning routine's the same. They know what we cook and like their favourite recipes. It's all the same.
We do the same food.
We're just in a different shell. So
yes.
It's, even if we're in another location like a free camp with no facilities and it's just like a mountain, they're still doing the same routine in the van. We're still packing up and setting up the same way, so that they know that predictability, and that keeps them stable.
There's routine and structure, and they will be coming back to see their friends and seeing their grandparents and their aunties and uncles and all the people they love. We will be coming back so they can see them again.
And we can ring them on the road too.
Yeah.
So we can keep in contact with everyone as well. We're not just leaving and saying goodbye and not talking to them again. So
we both really believe that this is an amazing experience for our children. How many kids get to travel the country and like I know when I was a kid, my parents took me on a few camping trips and I loved it and learnt so much, and then I didn't want to go back to school. So I think they will get to see the country, see lots of places that if we were just at home in a house they wouldn't get to see, and they'll also get to meet lots of people as we go to all these churches and nursing homes. They'll get to meet so many new people, and I really think this is just an amazing opportunity for them, and they are really, really excited about
their big holiday.
Yeah,
they call it a big holiday.
A holiday. They say, yeah, we're going on a holiday. And
but really it's a schooling, working, ministry trip, but they're just going to see so much stuff and do recreational stuff in between. It'll seem like a big giant holiday.
Yes, and while we've been here getting our car fixed, little Holly's always like, when are we going to all these playgrounds? When are we going? Because I said, oh, we're going to go to so many different playgrounds.
Lots of playgrounds.
Yes, when you have 6 kids under 10, you stop at every playground and every toilet.
Yep.
And yeah, every supermarket in every town.
So if you know of any good playgrounds interstate or across South Australia, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
Because we'll take them there. If there's an adventure playground, a nature playground, anything for kids, tell us in the comments down there.
Oh yes, and also about our tiny van. We love our little cozy van, but we're not oblivious to the fact that it is too small for us. I know this caravan is too small for us. That's why we are saving for a bigger one. We're hoping that by not paying rent, we will be able to save for a big caravan. Our caravan at the moment is pretty much just a 4-berth. And we sleep, Luke and I sleep in the double bed, and then we have 2 in the bunks, and then we have, that's when we're all in the caravan. We have 3 on mattresses on the floor, and then we also have baby Cedar who sleeps in a little bassinet up on our bed. That's when we're all in the van. When it's really nice weather, we get out our gazebo tent, and the oldest 3 kids, aged 10, 8 and 7, they sleep out there, and they actually really like sleeping out there.
They're fun.
They had so much fun. I offered for them to sleep in the van. Would you rather sleep in the bunks? And they're like, nah, we want to sleep out there. So that's what we do sometimes, and then we have no one on the floor except for Cedar in his bassinet on the floor.
Which helps. Then we have room to walk around at night, and everything's pretty good, as long as the weather's good.
Yeah, so if you have any other questions, feel free to ask. There's some things that are still a bit unknown to us, like about where we're going exactly and for how long, that we will probably learn along the way. So as of yet, we don't actually make any money from YouTube because we don't have enough subscribers. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. That would really help us out. So yeah, we don't make any money off YouTube at the moment. We hope that we will in the future, and we're just trying to make money off some creative things we do. Luke does graphic design and websites, and we also just will live off any donations that we are given. So yeah, if you would like to support our ministry and you would like to donate, we have a PayPal thing.
PayPal link.
Maybe you could say about it.
We have a paypal.me link in the description. You can donate straight to any amount you want, and then we're going to set up a Patreon on the road where we do extra content that you can subscribe to for even just $1 a month, $2 a month, $5 a month, and you'll get different bonuses each tier that you donate. And we'll do a lot of creative stuff there. Like I might do a lot of writing or little pieces, like slides available, or you know, sermon notes, or behind the scenes stuff of how we prepare a show, little tips and tricks, or just extra courses or recipes, songs that we've written. Maybe we can just show you the lyrics down there in the Patreon. And yeah, if you're interested in that, just let us know what you would like as an extra in a Patreon account, and we'll set one up.
I suggested a cooking video.
Yeah, cooking video is a good idea.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of other stuff we could put on there. We were just thinking of it.
So anyway, we probably should end this video here. Thank you so much for watching.
Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below anything you want to know or anything we missed or any suggestions. And you can also send us mail at PO Box 930, Murray Bridge, South Australia. So we'll put that in the link below, and you can, yeah, we'll show whatever you have posted to us. If it's kids clothes or wacky food or anything whatsoever from other countries, we'll just, yeah, we'll show it on the videos, and we'd love to see what you guys send us, because there's so many things you could be sending us that we could shout out your channel and yourself on our channel.
Yeah, and also, like, if you leave a donation, we will definitely give you a shout out on our channel for sure. Yep. Yes, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
What did you say?
Bye.
I thought you said like but, like you were gonna say something.
But.